Hi, my name is Adam Kelly Morton, and I'm here to show you roughly how to play the game Numbers Station. So this is a game about international espionage. I've always been fascinated with number stations. The first time I heard one, it was my buddy Matt who showed me these numbers, these crazy shortwave frequency radio transmissions that send out coded numbers that sound like 13875. 13875, and I always thought to myself, man, that's really pretty crazy cool that there's operatives out in the world picking up these transmissions and then going and carrying out their covert missions, and I decided to create a game about it. So this is it. This is Number Station. I'm going to give you a sort of overview of how... Sorry, my cat is scratching on a chair outside. I'll get distracted at times, forgive me. But I'll give you a sort of brief overview of... Oh, and this is a tripod, by the way. It may look like the legs of a number station, but it's just the tripod, the shooting down on the game in front of me. I'm going to give you a general overview of how to set this thing up and how to play it. So at the beginning of the game, and I've got this set up for what I think is like the ideal number of players, which is 4. You've got one person who's playing control, the person who's trying to like do all these devastating things, and one group of players called resistance, and resistance are trying to stop control from doing it. In fact, if resistance wants to win the game, what they have to do is they have to expose control, that when control goes to carry out one of their operations, you sort of catch them in the act and declare, a bit like Clue, the way you have to say that it happened in this place and with this item and that sort of thing. So it's a bit like that. And if you get that right as resistance, then you win the game. So this video is just for like the setup of the game, the very beginning. So what you're going to do is, and I've got the board set up for 4. So you see I've got red pieces, yellow pieces, green pieces, and black is always the color for the bad guys, if you will, for control. So what we're going to do first is we're going to take out these cards, which are, I've just put simple, everything here is cheap and cheerful. So these are the city cards, and they have little black dots on them. So I'm going to take 10 of these cards, and then I'm going to place 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. I'm going to simply place control agents, the little black agents here. I'm going to take those and I'm going to place them in all the cities. Okay, so there's one in Vilnius, one in Zagreb, one in Stockholm. Okay, so there's Stockholm. See, I've played in a little while. I don't even remember where all these places are. Vilnius and Zagreb. Okay. Why can't I find these things? Oh, there's Zagreb. Okay. And Vilnius. Can anyone help me out here? Where's Vilnius? Where is it? I can't find it. We can't play. The game's over. Oh, there it is. Okay. So, Istanbul, Volgograd, and London. Okay. London, Istanbul, Volgograd. Okay. Chisinau, Krakow. Okay. Krakow, Chisinau. Where's Chisinau? It's in Moldova. Algiers and Berlin. Algiers and Berlin. Okay, good. So that's the opening setup for the control agents. What I'm then going to do is take out each of the resistance players gets 3 cards, and they get to place 1 agent down. So they'll be able to discuss it and figure out what it is they want to do exactly, but let's say red wants to put an agent in Budapest. There, that's good because there's a couple of control agents right there. One's going to put one in, yellow's going to put one in Madrid. Here. And green is going to put one in Tbilisi over here. Good, so that's a nice starting spread for these guys too. They're kind of spread out on the board because they want to be able. You want to be able to have access to as many control agents as possible. Okay, so the cards that the resistance players played, Tbilisi, Madrid, and Budapest, get discarded. Okay, and now control takes 10 more cards, city cards, 1, 2, 3, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, and that's in their hand, and they take all of the mission cards, which are the cards with I've put little blue circles in them, because they'll get to choose which of those they want to use, and most importantly, they get 5 target cards, which are the cards with little red X's on them. These are the 5 targets that they absolutely have to hit. So these will be secretly in hand as well. Okay? So control's objective is to try to hit all 5 of these targets using any of the, I think there are 20 different missions that they can use in a choice of the 10 cities. If they can do that 5 times, then they win the game. And I'll have a little chart on the board a little later that will, I think it's called the operations table, and it's where you put down the cards. So we're almost all set up. Lastly, we have maneuver cards, which are these sort of big cards here, and these give you like very powerful things that you can do. And each resistant agent gets 1. So 1 for you, 1 for you, 1 for you. And control gets 4. 4 of these cards. And really, you can start playing these cards immediately. These cards can be played anytime. The only thing is that you can only play 1 of these cards per stage. So we're in the first stage. If you look at the round stages, we're in the first stage of 6. So every round has 6 stages. The first round belongs to control. Control gets to do what's called a transmission, and I'll talk to you about that in a bit. But once control has their 5 target cards, their mission cards, and their 10 city cards, and 4 resistance cards, and each resistance player has their cards, you're almost ready to go. The last thing you give out is each of the resistance players with 4 people, each one is going to take care of one of the one of the operation objectives. So there's target, so we'll assign targets to this player, and these are all the base codes. So everybody needs to know what the base codes are. You're not off by heart, you'll just have the chart to look at. One player is going to play the mission codes, and one player is going to play the city codes. So everyone's going to be code cracking with these charts. And control is going to decide on which encryption matrix they want, which is their means of sending out encrypted codes for each of the targets. So the idea behind Number Station is that control is sending out these coded messages. Their operatives are in the field carrying out these deadly missions, and resistance are trying to stop them by cracking the codes and figuring out what exactly is going on. So we'll start the game with a transmission in the next video. Okay.